Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel, Crafty Sue 519. Trying to say that at the beginning so I don't forget to let you know who I am. I'm Sue. It's been a heck of a week. Heck of a week. So, did my video last Wednesday and Thursday. Sweet Hurricane Helene hit us. Fortunately, my area was pretty good. Not too far away, they got some water damage, but right where I am, I'm far enough away from the coast that that didn't happen. And we didn't even get that much rain. We didn't get rain until, I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I was still awake because the winds were so strong. Oh my gosh. And I have this giant oak tree in my backyard, and I was terrified that that tree would go over. But I guess he's pretty strong because nothing's knocked him over yet, and that wind was strong. I would love to know how strong the gusts in my area were, but they never mentioned it because, of course, north of me really suffered, really got hit hard. We didn't even lose power. We're very lucky in that way. We did not even lose power. But it was scary. It was scary because I don't care what anybody says. Meteorologists like to scare the heck out of you. They always say that the hurricane is headed right for Tampa. Always headed right for Tampa. Has never happened in the 14 years I've lived here. We get, you know, the outer bands of it, but we never get the worst of it. So far. Knock on wood. So far. And we did not this time either. It was mainly the wind and a little bit of rain in the middle of the night. We didn't flood, which was my big fear. So that was awesome. And I think it's because we finally got sandbags after 14 years. The rain saw those bags out on the lanai and said, we're not coming there. So that was good. So we're fine. And I want to thank each and every one of you who checked in with me, either by email or on Instagram. That meant a lot to me. And I so appreciate that. And made me feel good. Made me feel good that somebody cared about us and wanted to check in with us. So after the hurricane, I believe, I don't remember exactly what day, I was asked to test. And I agreed to it, which I probably should not have since Robin and my market is next week. But I wanted to. I wanted to. So I had that test, and that took me several days because on Saturday, now we're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my stepdaughter came in to spend a week with us. And that's wonderful. I love spending time with her. We get along extremely well. We always have. And it was nice. It's still nice. She's still here. Having her to talk to and go out and do things. She took me out to dinner what night? Tuesday night. Just her and I. Just a girls' night out. That was really nice. What did we do on the other days? Sunday. I don't remember. It's just a blur because I've been so busy, so busy each day. I know I worked on my test. I don't remember what else we did. We ate out a lot, I know that much. Whether we brought it home or we went out, we've been eating out a lot this week. So then yesterday was Grumpy's birthday, and that's her daddy. And it was nice that she was here for his birthday. It's been forever since she's been able to see him on his birthday and him see her on his birthday. So that was really, really nice. So we got up in the morning and we did our usual Wednesday Starbucks, which she enjoys as well. So we went and got Starbucks. And then I think Grumpy, more than anybody, wanted to go to the casino. So we took Terry to the casino and we had a really great time there. Terry had an extraordinarily good time there. She did very well, very well. And we only stayed about 2 hours or so. 2 hours or so, because we wanted to come home and kind of relax, because before she came out here, she made reservations for dinner at a really fancy restaurant as a gift to her dad for his birthday. So we came back and kind of relaxed for a little while, then got ready to go out. And even though we were just going from my home to Tampa, which is not that far away, it took us forever because the reservation was for 5:30 and commute traffic. It was horrible. My hair's sticking up, that's bothering me. So finally got to the restaurant about 5:45 last night. Probably the best meal I've ever eaten. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It's not a private restaurant, it's Ocean Prime, and I believe it's a chain, but their food is incredible, incredible. So we got seated, and they seated us way in the back, in this private little room that had only 6 tables in it, I think. And we were the first ones they sat back there. At first I was a little upset. I said, why are they sitting us way back there? Well, Terry had told them ahead of time that it was Grumpy's birthday. So when we got to our table, they had all this birthday scatter all over the table. It looked so cute. It looked so cute. And everybody was coming over and saying, whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? So he got all the attention he needed last night, which he loved, of course. Our waiter, Lewis, was incredible. You know, both nights, Tuesday night when Terry and I went out together on our own to a restaurant we both really like a lot, and that one is a, you know, not a chain restaurant, privately owned restaurant. Our waitress that night was, wow, couldn't ask for any better, really couldn't. I was having a really hard time with that menu because they change their menu every day. So you never know what's going to be there when you go. And I was having a hard time finding something I would like. And I love fish, and I really wanted the fish and chips, but it's made with sway fish. If any of you are familiar with that, not good. It's very mushy, very soft and mushy fish. I don't like it. And it's common around here, but I won't eat it. It just, if the texture doesn't feel good in my mouth, I want nothing to do with it. And this stuff is not great. It doesn't even have a flavor. So at that point, we were talking about leaving because of me, really, because I was having a hard time. And then the waitress came over and asked, you know, if we, for maybe the 5th time, if we knew what we wanted. And I said, is the fish and chips, what kind of fish do you use in that? And she said, it's sway. And I went, all right, forget it. And she goes, what's the problem? I said, I hate that fish. I just don't like it. It's so mushy. And she said something to the effect of, well, you know, our cooks are the best around. And I said, I know, that's why we love coming here so much. But I don't like that fish. So they did have a grouper sandwich, and I was gonna go with that. I'm not crazy about grouper either. It's a native fish to Florida. Grumpy loves it. I don't know. I guess I'm used to northern fish, right? And she left and she came back and she said, well, they'll switch out the fish and chips and give you grouper instead of the sway. So that was, at that point, I just relented. And I said, okay, I'll give that a try. And it was excellent. I loved it. I loved it. So we had a great meal and a fun night together, and that was Tuesday. But last night's meal, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So the waiter came over and he explained everything to us. They brought this gorgeous bread basket with sourdough bread and pretzel bread in it, and it was nice and hot, and it, so good, so good. And the waiter came over and explained everything with the menu and what things were and blah, blah, blah. They don't have a ton of choices, but what they did have was a good variety. So we picked salads first. Grumpy and I shared a salad because I knew I couldn't eat a salad and be able to eat my meal. And I didn't want to mess up my meal. I had a drink. I did have a Cosmopolitan with Grey Goose vodka. I haven't had one in years. And oh my gosh, I took that first sip and went, whoa. It was almost pure vodka. I think they just put a little spritz of grapefruit juice or something in it to give it just a tiny bit of color, but there was so much vodka in it that it was almost clear. Yeah, this girl got tipsy on one little drink. I was in a hurry for food to go. I hadn't even drank it all. I was like a few sips in and I was, We're such big drinkers in this house. We don't drink very seldom. So that was good. It was very good. And our salads came, and then Terry ordered a sushi roll. Her and I dove into that. Grumpy doesn't eat sushi. And one of my favorite fish to eat is Chilean sea bass. And they had that on the menu. So I dove in for that. It's expensive. I don't care where you go and you have Chilean sea bass, it's really expensive. But she kept telling us, get whatever you want, get whatever you want. So as soon as I saw that was on the menu, I knew that's what I wanted. Grumpy had scallops and Terry had salmon, and everything was just so good. We were tasting each other's food, and oh, it was so, so good. And like I said before about our server, he was just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Could not ask for anything better. And when we were finished eating, he came up to Frank and said, it's your birthday. Choose anything you want on the menu for dessert. It's on the house. Which was really nice, because even the desserts were very, very expensive. So he picked the most expensive dessert, which really happened to be what he wanted. It wasn't just because of the cost of it. It was what he wanted. And him and Terry shared that. And I got a creme brulee, which I absolutely love, and I have not had in years. So, yeah, it was excellent. It was really, really, really an awesome dinner last night. Great way to end the day. Except, on the way home, oh my gosh, the rain was so heavy. You could barely see out the windows. It was pouring. It was pouring. But we made it home safe, because here I am. And it was just a wonderful day. So obviously, we're here today. I haven't left the house today because we have been on the go since Saturday. I've got very little made. I just haven't got very little made. I must say though, Tuesday, Terry came in my craft room with me and helped me do a spreadsheet on all of my plushies. So I could have a count of how many I had, and I put the prices of each one beside it to see how much inventory I had. And wow, that was a big help. And then we took a little break, and then we came back in and we priced them all. We put price tags on every single one of them. Wow, that was incredible. That was so stressing me out to have to do all of that. And we knocked it out. It took us hours. It still took us several hours to do all of this, but it's done. They're packed and ready to go. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Terry. If you watch this, I don't think I could have gotten it done without her. So that was a godsend. It really was. So that was Tuesday, doing that almost all day before we went out for dinner. So again, needless to say, I have not gotten much done at all this week because hurricanes and guests visiting and going out and doing all that fun stuff, and Grumpy's birthday, and even tonight, my son and his family are coming over and we're doing Grumpy's birthday cake and everything tonight. We would have done it last night, but she had made those reservations, so they'll come tonight instead. So we're not done. I think tomorrow she's going out with a friend, so I'm planning on tomorrow being a relaxing day. We'll see. We'll see. She leaves Sunday morning. So we got a couple more days with her, and that's it. And then she's off, and I got a week to get ready for that craft fair. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed that we don't get rain. You know, the meteorologists are always talking about, oh, this disturbance here could come into the Gulf and cause another hurricane and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff. I've worked too long and too hard to have our market ruined. But as it stands right now, when we look ahead, there's a very small chance of rain, which is just about every day here in Florida. And usually when the number is that low, we don't get rain. Or if we do get it, it's really late in the afternoon, so hopefully it's after the market ends at 3 o'clock. So we'll see. So keep your fingers crossed for Robin and I. I've been blabbing. I had a lot to blab about this week. I'll tell you, so much has happened. Just crazy. So, as I said, our market is a week away. I haven't decided if I'm going to make any more things next week. Maybe a couple more of one of these that I've made today, because they'll be very inexpensive, like a $5 item, and I can whip them out pretty quick. So I think I might make 2 or 3 more of these. And then I have several orders from family in Rhode Island, and I'm contemplating on whether or not to work on those next week, because the Tuesday after the market, I leave for Rhode Island for a couple weeks. So I don't know. I have to figure out what I want to do. I have enough plushies for this market, and depending on how well it does, hopefully I don't have to make too much more in November for my 2 December markets. They're both small markets. I have nothing scheduled for November, so I can just do whatever I have to do in November. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm tired just talking about everything. There was something I wanted to say and now I forgot. So I guess I should show you the few little things that I have gotten done this week. I'm kind of disappointed. When I went through all of my plushies, I saw I didn't have some things that I was hoping to get done. So that's not going to happen. I haven't even worked on the air fresheners that you hang in a car, the pumpkin, the apple, and the sunflower. I haven't even worked on those. I don't know if I'm going to make any this week. I just don't know. And that's okay. I have 2 other markets. I can bring them in there. I think I only have enough to make 12 of them, something like that. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, so I wanted to have something to show you. Of course, I have the test I did. I completed that and sent the pictures to the designer yesterday. So I have that to show you. And there was something I really, really wanted to make for this market, and I finally got one done today, because I haven't had time to crochet. And then I made two real small things today as well. So most of my stuff I made today, but they're little. Nothing to brag about or call home about because they're small. So I think last week I showed you candy corn. So I decided I want to have a little basket of candy corn. So I made two more this morning. And I already have two made. So I'm going to make maybe two more. And probably put them in a little basket. And those will be really inexpensive, like $5 or something. So little kids or even adults who like candy corn. You know, something not very pricey. And then for a very long time, I had in my head, I don't know if you remember or if you were watching me at the time, but when I did the video about my niece and having breast cancer, I had made her something. Her mom had asked me to make her a penguin, a pink penguin, for breast cancer awareness, and I did that. And I bought a really pretty breast cancer pin. It was platinum with pink crystals in it. And I put that on the penguin. And if Candace wanted to wear it, she could just take it off because it was a regular pin. She could take it off and wear it, or she could keep it on her penguin. And that gave me a really good idea. I said, well, October is not just Halloween. It's not just Halloween. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I really liked the penguin in all pinks, like it was. A little bit of white, but not much. And I wanted to make some smaller ones. Hers was big. Hers was a big, fat penguin. It was really cute, though. And I would put a picture of it here, but I'm really trying not to edit this video. I don't want to edit this video. It takes a long time, and I don't want to spend time doing that today. So I made a smaller one, but I found another pattern on Etsy and I bought it, and it was very inexpensive, like $2 and change. But it was made with acrylic yarn. So of course it was little. And I knew I wanted to make it a plushie, so I made it a parfait chunky, and I used a 5mm hook. Came out a bit bigger than what I was intending, but still adorable. Still adorable. So here's my penguin plushie, and I bought these little breast cancer awareness pins and put one on it. And I'm hoping to get 3 made. I'm going to go down a hook size because I really didn't want it this big. And now I have to figure out how much I want to charge for it. I don't know. But isn't he cute? Gee, it's breast cancer awareness. But I really wanted to do this. This was really in my heart to do something for women who have or have had breast cancer. So my big penguin, it's not that big, but nowhere near as big as Candace's was. I mean, that one would have been up here someplace. He was really big and chunky. So I'm happy I got this first one done, and it really doesn't take me that long to make. It's pretty quick. So I will definitely get at least one more done. I would like to do 2. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I don't know yet. But he's so cute. He's so cute. So Snuggle Beans Crochet got a hold of Robin, Heather, and I, and wanted to know if we wanted to test another one of her dragons. Heather cannot because her wrists are really bothering her from all the crocheting she's been doing. So she bowed out of this one to save her wrists, which was a smart thing to do. And good girl, Heather. And Robin and I both said, yeah, We kind of discussed it with each other first and then both signed up for it. Because it's a cute one. It's really, really cute. That's the problem. You get started making these things and they're so adorable. You don't want to say no to them. Shannon, you got us hooked. You got us hooked. So this one's really cute. I love how this one lies, and because it lays down. Grumpy said it looks like the Sphinx in Egypt, the way it lays down. But he's so cute. He's so cute. My biggest problem is always picking colors. Picking colors, I get a little nervous that, because these are advanced items to make, or intermediate to advanced. And I get a little nervous sometimes. I mean, this is quite a challenge to take one of these on. And, but I had a couple of little issues, and mainly is because I read something wrong or skipped a row or something, because I'm interrupted. This week was the worst. You know, how can I crochet? Finally, I said something to Robin about it, and she goes, go in your craft room, take the yarn, go in the craft room, close the door. It's like, I never do that, but I will today. And I did that yesterday, and in no time, finished making my dragon. So thank you, Robin, for making me do that. So, no name for this little fella. I think I might take him to the craft fair with me, although I really like him. I don't know. I can't keep them all. I'm going to go back because he's big. But this is my dragon. See how his little paws go up front and he's laying down like the Sphinx. Maybe I'll name him Sphinx. Isn't he cute? His toenails are, I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it, but it's that Glitz yarn by Parfait Chunky. And the blue is Parfait Chunky limited edition, and Rock Candy is the name of it. I don't know where they come up with Rock Candy for that. I've never seen this color Rock Candy. But anyhow, that's the yarn. This yarn, I have to tell you, Parfait fans who have had a lot of trouble with it, this particular yarn was absolutely perfect to work with. I could make a magic circle. I could sew with it. It didn't shed. It's soft. I loved it. I loved working with this yarn. So when I saw how great it was and the color was so vibrant and pretty, I went right over onto the Premiere site to see if I could get more of it, because I would have ordered like 5 more skeins of it because I like it that much. But of course they're out of it. Limited edition. They had one limited edition colored called mashed potatoes, I think, color left, and I didn't care for that. I don't want that one. But those limited edition yarns are not consistent. This one was perfect. I tried to crochet with the orange one. I don't remember what the name of it is. It was horrible. I stopped crocheting. I stopped, pulled it out, or maybe even threw away what I was trying to do and threw it back in a box. And I never touched any of the other limited edition yarns, and I bought them all. I bought 2 skeins of each one. This one happened to be perfect. Loved it. Now, if all their actually, I'm going to write them a letter and say, whatever you did with this blue, do for the rest of your Parfait Chunky, and you won't be able to keep it in your in your store, warehouse, whatever, because what a joy to work with this. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. So this is my little guy. What do you think? He's got gills. He's got big horns that you'll probably be able to see better, and he's even got decorations on his horns. He's got his little horns. I think this makes him look like a real dude with his hair combed down like that. But he's got the fur trim all the way in the back of his body. He's got a little chest plate here. And this is his back with his wings. I don't know why that's like that. It's hard to get these things super straight. Well, not bad. And he's got a really long tail, and he's got tail decorations on the end, along with the fur stripe. And I used 25mm eyes, and I thought the gold would go good with the yellow, which I think it does. And because I don't have any fancy eyes that are different colors and stuff like that. I don't have any of those. But I think he's wonderful. What do you think? I was counting yesterday, and this is the 8th pattern that Shannon has sent us. The 8th. Oh, I sold a couple of them. I'm keeping a couple of them, and a couple of them are coming to the market with me on next Saturday. I'm thinking I'm going to bring this guy. I don't know, but he will be for sale, along with this one. This was this was not the last one I made, because the last one I made I sold to a subscriber. So this one is coming to the market with me. What do I have him priced at? $55. Isn't he cute? So cute. Move him around and the stuff goes by. I like his ears. He's so cute. He's got pink eyes. Pink eyes. And he stands up like this. So very cute. So they're all different. You know, I like how some sit, some stand, some lie. The one I have not made yet because she asked for the testers while I was in Rhode Island in June, and there was no way I could make it while I was up there and get it to her in time. But she was kindly sent me the pattern, and I do want to make it and give her credit for that, because that one's very cute, and that one stands up on its hind legs too. Kind of down on the front, but his back legs are up, so his little butt's up in the air. So cute, so cute, so cute. So this is my newest project. What do you think? I haven't decided on a price yet. I'm thinking, because of all of the work, and this one was a lot of work, probably one of the most, for me, it felt like one of the most, had so many decorations on him. But I'm thinking maybe around $65 for him. But he's a good size. He's a good size. All the rest of the yarn was regular parfait chunky. And for some reason, I lucked out and had no trouble with any of the yarns. You're so cute. Such a handsome boy. Do you talk to your plushies? Talk to mine all the time. So that's it. I'm sorry I didn't have more for you, but it's just been one of those weeks, you know. Hurricane, Terry coming, birthdays, pricing everything, inventory list. It just was a very, very busy week so far. And then we have a party tonight. So anyhow, I will leave you here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm thinking I probably won't have stuff to show you next Wednesday, so maybe I will go over my inventory with you, let you know what I'll be taking to the craft fair. I will not show you physically all of them because they're packed. They're packed and put away. We did that as we priced them, so it's set to go. But if I have photos of them, I'll put the photos up here or here, wherever. And I've always wanted to say, at the end of all of my videos, I always have two links here for some of my other videos. So if you haven't seen those, you might want to click on them and go and check them out. October might be a sparse month for videos. I hope to do one. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm hoping to do one after the market. I would have to do it on Monday and then ahead of time and just have it come up on Wednesday I don't know. I might have to wait until I'm in Rhode Island to do it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I don't know if I'll get to do any more in Rhode Island. I think I'm going to have to make several things while I'm there. So maybe I'll get my family to do a video with me before. I'll put up that video that I did the last time I was in Rhode Island with my family, and we all did a video together on the plushies I made while I was there. It's hysterical. My granddaughter just cracked up through the whole thing. We were all laughing. We had such a good time when we made that, and I was thrilled that they did that with me. It's a treasure to me, and I watch it a lot. If I'm missing them, I watch that video and laugh along with all of us, and it makes me happy. So I'll put a link to that here, and maybe you'd like to check that out. So have a good rest of your week. I've blabbed your ear off today. I know. So sorry about that. And until next time, keep crocheting. Bye. See, my mind is everywhere. I forgot to say that the creator of this lovely dragon is Snugglebeans Crochet. Her name is Shannon, and she has an Instagram page. She does have a YouTube channel, but I don't think she does anything on YouTube. It's mainly on Instagram, and her Etsy, where you can buy these patterns. So I will put a link to her Etsy channel below. I don't believe that this particular pattern will be available until next week sometime, because the testers have until the 6th of October to finish their dragons. So I will put a link there, and I'll put a link to her Instagram channel. And if you're interested, just check those out, and you'll be able to get your own dragon pattern. Okay? Sorry, I forgot to do that while I was doing the video. My mind is spinning with so much. Anyhow, say bye. Say bye, Sphinx. He's saying bye. He's saying bye. I'm saying bye.